Welcome. If you are an English literature student or you're planning to become one, these literary terms are a must because you'll be hearing them almost all the time. So in this video, we'll break down together 10 essential literary term showdowns that every English literature student must know. In this video, I'll provide you with the explanation of these terms and with examples. So let's dive in. So, plot versus subplot. Plot is the main storyline. It's the central thread that drives the narrative. In other words, it's the main story. Meanwhile, the subplot is a secondary storyline that supports or may contrast the main plot. Or it might be a marginal story within the bigger main plot or story. So, a plot drives the central conflict and the resolution. Meanwhile, the subplot, it complements or contrasts or develops the main plot or characters within the bigger story. Let's move on to the next point. Protagonist versus antagonist. These are two important literary terms. Protagonist is the central character that the story revolves around. Meanwhile, the antagonist is his or her enemy, or the character or force that opposes the protagonist. So, for example, in Hamlet, let's say that Hamlet himself is the protagonist. So, Claudius is his antagonist. He is the character that is standing in his way. So it's not about good and evil, but it's about who is the story about and who's standing in their way. So the protagonist and the antagonist. That leads us to talk about the hero and the anti-hero. So what are the differences between hero, anti-hero, and the previous words that we talked about, protagonist and antagonist? Well, the hero and the anti-hero are both protagonists, but the difference between them is that the hero is morally upright, normally courageous and noble, and working for a good cause. For example, Frodo in the Lord of the Rings. Meanwhile, the anti-hero, or what we call an anti-hero, is also the center of the play or the novel or the story, but they have some flaws or some morally questioned actions. For example, Walter White in Breaking Bad. So both the hero and the anti-hero, they both lead the story, but the anti-hero walks in a darker path. Since we are talking about hero and anti-hero, it is worth to mention the word heroine. Heroine is the female version of the word hero. So we can say Romeo is the hero and Juliet is the heroine. Let's move on to the next word. These three words are quite confusing. Tone, mood, theme, they all seem like the same somehow. But let's talk about the differences between them. So the tone is the author's attitude towards the subject. How is the author writing his or her novel or story? Is it in a sarcastic way, serious way, playful way? So this is called the tone, the author's attitude. Meanwhile, the mood of the story is the emotional atmosphere felt by the reader. So we as readers, while reading a certain story or a play, how do we feel? How is the atmosphere? Is it gloomy? Is it hopeful or tense? So the mood is about readers most of the time. And the third one, theme, it's the central idea or the message of the work. For example, is this literary work about love, identity, power, freedom, or whatever subject? So, to recap, Tone is the author's attitude, mood is the reader's atmosphere or the reader's feelings, and the theme is the central idea or message of the work. Next, climax is the most intense turning point in the plot. It's when you get all the tension and all the suspense at its top. So the climax is the important point in the story, the top of the plot, when everything is going to change dramatically, positively or negatively. So it's the most important point in the plot or the peak of the arc. Setting, this is a very important word in literature and it's an important literary term. When we say setting, we are referring to two things, time and place. So the setting of The Great Gatsby is 1920s New York. The setting of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice is England, 18th century. So whenever we say setting, it's the time and the place that the story gets unfold. Now, a very easy literary term, which is dialogue. Dialogue is the actual conversation between two characters or more, like two characters speaking. This is quite easy. But the script, when we say the script, it's the full written version of a film or a play or a story or a scene. And it might include the stage directions, like a taxi passes by, for example. Flashback versus foreshadowing. Flashback is a jump back in time to reveal past events. It's like when a character remembers something in the past, or maybe the writer takes us back to the past to show us some events or some incidents that is related or are related to what's happening in the novel or the story at the moment. So the back incidents that are relevant to the current incidents or maybe the cause of the current incidents. Meanwhile, foreshadowing is the opposite. It's not quite the opposite, but let's say it talks about the future. It's a hint about what's coming next. Like if you remember in another video, we talked about Romeo and Juliet. In the first chapter, Shakespeare writes, the ill-fated lovers are going to blah blah blah. So this here, Shakespeare gave us a hint about the future, that something bad is going to happen to the two lovers. This is called foreshadowing, the hint that is given at the beginning of the story. Next we have symbolism versus allegory. Symbolism is a person, object or image that represents a deeper meaning. So it's like a dove that symbolizes peace, like light symbolizes, let's say, knowledge. So anything that symbolizes something else. Allegory, on the other hand, is a full story where characters and events represent abstract ideas. Like in Dr. Faustus, Christopher Marlowe uses characters like as the good angel, the bad angel, and they both represent good and evil. Or it's like any character that comes and claims to be an abstract idea, like I am generosity, or I am evil, I am lust. So these are called allegorical characters. Now, we came to the end of the video. I hope that it was useful. If you find it useful, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.